Hey guys, Banana Luck here and welcome back to another Watcher Realms video. So you're gonna be seeing GR1-19 footage here in a bit. It's without power dominance, as you can see from the top left hand corner. And basically we're gonna take a look at these two artifacts. Unfortunate Skull and Graveyard Opus, which is the exclusive artifact for Zelus. So we want to assess whether the artifact is any good, whether the reduced healing works at all. And 119 is the first stage where, healing reduction is required, and this was only the heal reduction. The one and only way that you could get heal reduction before Lucia or Boris was introduced to the game. So the lineup is pretty straightforward. You can see right here already have Zelus, Dolores and Leia down, and Hollow. So you're gonna be seeing lots of rage boosting, basically to help Zelus get off as much ultimates as possible. So yeah, that's gonna be the main idea behind this whole strategy. And then I'm also gonna be slapping Eloin down for extra rage regen, and on the other side there'll be Mary, as well as Greed. And you're gonna see in a second here that Greed's gear is basically just no attack or attack speed and rage regen. So I did that to make sure that he does not do most of the damage, because he can hit like a truck, and Zelus is the one mainly dealing the damage, and Grid is just supporting him in this instance. So yeah, the reason why we use Grid is mostly due to this talent that he has, where he does magic resistance reduction. And then for Mari is the vulnerability to magic damage, which a lot of people already know about, because she has been made very popular since then. So Mari's freeze also helps quite a bit, because we are running Aeon, so any control effects will help our Zelus do more damage to targets affected by control effect. So that is essentially the lineup that we have there. I have Vodka in, Volca in fairly good gear as well, just in case we need her to support tanking the boss much further on. So yeah, that's pretty much the lineup. So thankfully we managed to clear this out quite quickly. I have to say that I've been doing multiple runs of this. Sometimes the runs with the Unfortunate Skull works out, sometimes it doesn't, but with the other artifact, you will see that results are very different. So that's the reason why I'm only selecting one footage, but rest assured that this test has been done quite extensively. I've been testing all the different possible ways that we could go about testing this artifact. So yeah. And you're gonna see here the last wave is truly where things start to get a bit dicey. Reason being that this big mobs actually heal quite a bit. Their HP is quite high, so it's quite tough to get things going. And I pop all these ultimates only after Laurel is spawned. That's because Laurel has a passive which gives damage boost. I'm gonna slap Volca down now for the extra damage as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a very long and drawn out fight. You're gonna see the boss slowly tick down. And one thing to bear in mind is that these stages get a lot easier once you've killed the boss. The mobs around the boss, because that way he doesn't cast his heal anymore. So that's what we're trying to do, but with Zelus with a capped attack speed, it's proving quite difficult. So we just have to slowly wear down these groups one by one. And yeah, it's gonna be a very long drawn out fight. So Laurel is up again, but unfortunately we only have so many units we can place. So I'm not gonna place her down. Instead, we're gonna try to get all the ultimates up instead, manually, and see whether that works out. Don't touch me. I'm gonna pause here a bit because I wanna wait for the heal to run for a bit, so that by the time I cast the ultimate, the heal will be gone, as you can see here, and hopefully get some decent damage in. Yep, you can see quite a lot of units died, so we're gonna pop Laurel down here. Gonna get some rage up, possibly get off another ultimate. But I think it's gonna be a bit too late. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. Buy some freeze. Most of the mobs are on the other side, which is good because that's where the debuff is going on. The mob closest to Zelus, that's not getting any debuff. Yeah. Okay, nice. Wall's about to break, and hopefully we do manage to... Okay, the wall broke. So hopefully we manage to clear through this still. We do have Mari's ultimate coming up soon. We're just gonna hold him in place. And everything is coming in time. We're gonna pop Laurel, despawn her, and use Leia, and then pop this ultimate. And I think this will help us to... Okay, weird. Why did the boss turn backwards? Okay, now it's just a matter of sustaining Volca, because the boss hits like a truck. Yeah. You're gonna see here that although he casts Forsaken Totem, which is the heal spell, there's no heal coming out, because there's no mobs anymore. He doesn't heal himself. The healing actually comes from him healing other mobs. So this part is gonna take a while, but you can see here that Zelus is actually doing pretty great work, considering how bad he is. The reason why Zelus is back is because he has a capped attack speed. So no matter how much attack speed you build on him, he's only gonna attack once every 5 seconds. And yeah, that's why Vienna is not that great either, compared to the likes of Boris or Kamit, which, you know, scale with attack speed. And yeah, almost done, 20%. We just have to make sure that our Volca doesn't die. So we're gonna slap the Wood Elf down. He's gonna cast his Forsaken Totem. Yeah, we're lacking a bit of ultimate. We can't slap down Laurel now because we already have 8 units deployed. Okay, I think Volca's gonna die, yeah. All is good, we still managed to clear in time. So yeah, that's GR1-19 with Unfortunate Skull on Zelus. Done and dusted. And yeah, just gonna skip over this. Dispose of these gears. Yeah, terrible. You're gonna see damage wise, you're gonna see that Volca does quite a bit, but Zelus is obviously the MVP, and Greed and Mari are just supporting, and then yeah, healers are at the bottom. So yeah, that's the test with Unfortunate Skull. Now we're gonna head over and do the other test, which is gonna be on Zelus, but with his exclusive. Right now we're gonna be testing the other artifact. So you've seen the successful run with Unfortunate Skull. We barely made it a success though. I gotta say that we did a few reruns before we actually confirmed that this was possible, because at first when I tried it, it failed miserably. We died at the last wave as expected from GR1-19, but we're gonna now try with, you know, the Zelus artifact. So this is maxed out at level 1, slightly more attack, but I don't think it's gonna make a big difference. But we're gonna see if this actually works out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So same process, we're gonna slap Zelus down first, Dolores second, and then Laurel next. Last one will be Leia. You're gonna see a significant difference, I think, in terms of damage outputs, even in the first bit here. You're gonna see that this artifact makes it so that we barely clear this wave actually. You can see slightly drastic difference really from the get-go. Of course, we have to account for the fact that Dolores not proccing at the right time and all that, those have a part to play. And then here we go, second bit here. Just gonna wait for the heal to wear out a bit. Up everything again. Damage is a bit lacking, you can sort of tell already. You see this second wave, we are not clearing it as quickly as we did. Almost clear it here, I think, after this. Yeah, but it's far too late. As you can see, the wall is down to 1/5 of its health. And I don't think it really helps in terms of the heal reductions. I'm not seeing a very big difference. I'm not gonna even slap Volca down because, yeah, damage wise it just seems so much more lacking. And obviously it's a loss for us.
That was unfortunate.
Stats wise you can see slightly not, I mean we didn't clear the wave in time and all that, and there's no way that we can take a look at heal reduction. I can see that Zelus does do significantly less damage because the other artifact actually gives him a AoE boost. So you can see right over here, Zelus's artifact actually reduces healing received by 30%, whereas this one gives a damage increase of 25% at level 1. So given the fact that Zelus kit is all about AoE, see AoE damage, a large ground effect, 60% AoE damage per second, and even his basic is AoE damage, you can sort of see why this artifact has much less impact. If you were using Zelus more as a support, I think it might work out, but given that there's options like Lazier instead, which is 100% guaranteed anti-heal, you might be better off just running Lazier instead. I'll rather much run Zelus in a, Desecration's, Unfortunate Skull instead, because you can see there that damage-wise we did a lot better. And bear in mind that this Zelus is an endgame set, so that's the reason why he could even solo 119 in the first place. So conclusion-wise, I'm gonna say that just from these testings without power dominance, it is pretty obvious that the anti-heal here does not really work. If you're using Zelus as a support character, you don't have Lazier, this could still work out well for you. But I'm not gonna display that because I only have Vienna as an AoE mage, and I'm gonna absolutely crush GR1-19 for sure. So it's not gonna be a very fair test, I feel. But if let's say you have Zelus as a, your only mage, you wanna, somehow clear 119, you are far better off just using the Unfortunate Skull instead. Don't use this artifact. This artifact is just terrible, other than the stats that it provides. So yeah, make sure that you don't rely on this anti-heal because obviously isn't enough to out-heal the, totem that the boss sets down. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you found it helpful on which is the best artifact for Zelus. Obviously, after this 2 runs that we did, I did do way many more runs before that, and Zelus is just impossible to kill, or rather clear the entire wave if let's say we put the exclusive artifact on him. With Unfortunate Skull, it was sometimes a hit and miss, but most of the time if I time things correctly and Dolores out propped the recovery quite frequently, we could still clear it. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.